Hi, my name is Mike Vermeulen. I'm doing a quick video today on what it takes to become an entrepreneur. This is something that's been on my mind for a while. You know, when I started out 4.5 years ago, I wanted to do something. I always wanted to be in business for myself, but I didn't know which direction to go, right? So everybody, you know, they're in a situation where they hate their job, they're not happy, and they want to make a change, but they don't know where to start. First things first, this video today is about what it takes to become an entrepreneur. What it takes, first of all, you have to have a burning desire to change your situation, to move forward, to free yourself from the 9 to 5. The burning desire is that thing that's inside of you that's telling you, hey, listen, I want more. What I'm doing here is not enough, and going over here for an extra $1 or $2 more is not going to cut it. No matter how much money you make in the 9 to 5, you're going to have a cap. You can only go so far, right? So in order to live a bigger lifestyle, you have to be willing to do something more. In order to have more, you have to become more, right? So the first thing first, you have to have that burning desire in you. And if you're watching this video and you want to do something more, that's already in you, all right? The burning desire is what's going to drive you when things aren't going that good. But there's so much into it. There's so much into it that I can't go into it all right now. I want to keep this video short, not too long. I'm not going to ramble on too much. Don't want to bore nobody. Don't want nobody to fall asleep while they're watching the video. The first thing, you have to have a burning desire in you, right? Number 2, you have to be a learning machine. What I mean by a learning machine is you pick a niche, one thing, you learn everything you can about it. You're watching your Facebook, you're Googling it, you're finding somebody else that's doing it, and that's the important thing. That's the third part. It's like number 2, and then A, B, and C. The third thing is finding somebody else that's doing it, because they can teach you the things in that niche, whatever it is that you're pursuing, and with your entrepreneurial spirit, that you can't find anywhere else. You can't find it in books, on Facebook, or whatever. They can teach you the things from real experience on how to do it, how to succeed. Most of the time, people go out there and they'll try something and they'll fail because they don't have somebody to really teach them and guide them through it, right? So number 2 was be a learning machine. You're always constantly learning, and you have to discipline yourself every day. You should be taking at least 15 minutes at some point to study up or learn. You never stop learning. The more you learn, the better you become. The better you become, the more potential you have to earn, right? So number 3, overcoming fear. That's the big one. Overcoming fear. Fear is the biggest crippler and killer of anybody doing anything, and the biggest killer of dreams, right? Because the second you get to that point where you say, okay, I'm ready to go do it, the fear comes in and says, hey, listen, you're not good enough. You don't know enough. You don't know the right people. The fear comes in and says, hey, listen, you don't have enough money. The fear comes in and says, what if they all laugh at you? All your friends are going to leave you like that. Phony. Let me show you something about fear real quick. Right back here, right? Fear isn't even real. Fear is an acronym in itself. So we'll go F, E, A, R, right? Watch this. False evidence. And if I didn't spell it right, you can make a comment about that. My spelling is horrible, okay? But you'll get the point, right? False evidence appearing real. It's not real, right? Just remember one thing. You have more going for you than you have going against you. Don't let this cripple you or stop you. You got to get rid of this, right? You get rid of fear and fear's ugly cousin, limiting belief. What I said all from the very beginning about fear, limiting belief. I don't know enough people. I don't have enough money. Those are all limiting beliefs. Those are all fears. Fear and its ugly cousin go hand in hand. And I hope that I hope somebody today. I hope that I encourage you, inspire you, and I'm going to bring you more later in the future. Well, I say later in the future, I mean next week. I'll have something more for you. If you have any questions for me, you can email me, MikeLV300@gmail.com. You can share, like, Facebook and YouTube. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.